Zoroastrianism stands as a beacon of monotheism from the ancient world. It emerged from the heart of ancient Persia, now modern-day Iran. This ancient religion profoundly impacted the course of human history. We will journey back in time to explore the life and teachings of Zoroaster. He is the visionary prophet who dared to challenge the norms of his time. Zoroastrianism emerged during a period of significant cultural and religious shifts. It was a time when polytheism held sway in many parts of the world. Zoroaster's teachings marked a radical departure from the prevailing beliefs. His ideas laid the foundation for a new way of understanding the divine. Zoroastrianism's influence extended far beyond its geographical origins. It left an indelible mark on the spiritual and philosophical landscape of the ancient world. Its echoes can be found in the tenets of major religions that followed. Before Zoroaster, the people of ancient Persia worshipped a multitude of gods and goddesses, each with their own unique attributes and domains. This ancient belief system, known as Iranian polytheism, was deeply intertwined with the fabric of their daily lives, influencing everything from their daily routines to their grandest celebrations. These deities were believed to influence various aspects of nature, human affairs, and the cosmos. They were seen as the forces behind the changing seasons, the success of harvests, and the outcomes of battles. Ancient Iranians honored their gods through elaborate rituals and offerings which were essential to gain favor and ensure protection from these powerful beings. These ceremonies were often held in open-air fire altars or in temples dedicated to specific deities, where priests would conduct sacred rites. Fire played a central role in their religious practices, symbolizing purity and divine presence. It was believed to be a medium through which prayers and offerings could reach the gods. Among the most prominent deities in the Iranian pantheon were Ahura Mazda, the god of wisdom and creation, and Mithra, the god of light and justice. Ahura Mazda was often depicted as the supreme deity, embodying truth and order. These deities, along with a host of other gods and goddesses, formed a complex web of beliefs that shaped the religious landscape of ancient Persia. Each god and goddess had their own myths, stories, and rituals associated with them. However, this polytheistic system, with its complex hierarchy of gods and rituals, was about to be challenged by a visionary prophet named Zoroaster. His teachings would introduce a new way of thinking about the divine. His radical ideas would forever alter the course of Persian religion and spirituality, leading to the rise of Zoroastrianism, which emphasized a single god and a dualistic view of good and evil. Zoroaster, also known as Zarathustra, emerged as a beacon of spiritual enlightenment amidst the polytheistic traditions of ancient Persia. In a time when many gods were worshipped, his teachings stood out as a singular voice advocating for a different spiritual path. His birth, shrouded in the mists of time, is estimated to have occurred between the 2nd millennium BCE and the 7th-6th centuries BCE. This wide range reflects the ancient and somewhat mythical nature of his origins. Born in either northeastern Iran or southwestern Afghanistan, Zoroaster's early life remains a tapestry woven with threads of legend and historical accounts. His upbringing in these regions exposed him to a rich cultural and religious heritage. Growing up in a world steeped in polytheism, Zoroaster questioned the prevailing religious norms. He observed the rituals and practices of his time, but felt a deep sense of dissatisfaction. He grappled with existential questions about the nature of good and evil, the purpose of life, and the existence of a single, universal God. These profound questions consumed his thoughts and drove his quest for truth. These introspective inquiries set him on a path that would lead to a profound spiritual transformation. His journey was not just physical, but deeply spiritual, as he sought answers that resonated with his inner convictions. At the age of 30, while meditating by the banks of the Daiti River, Zoroaster experienced a life-altering event that would shape his destiny and the course of religious history, a divine vision. This vision was a turning point, marking the beginning of his mission. This encounter with the divine ignited within him a fire of inspiration. It was as if a new light had been kindled in his soul, guiding him towards his true purpose. It propelled him on a mission to spread his revolutionary message of monotheism. His teachings would go on to influence countless generations, leaving an indelible mark on the spiritual landscape of the world. Zoroaster's revelation unfolded on the banks of the Dati River, a place where he sought solace and spiritual enlightenment. The tranquil surroundings of the river provided the perfect setting for deep reflection and connection with the divine. As he immersed himself in deep meditation, seeking answers to the profound questions of existence, a radiant being of pure light appeared before him, illuminating the surroundings with an otherworldly glow. This divine entity, known as Vohumana, or Good Mind, served as a messenger from the supreme god, Ahura Mazda. Vohumana's presence was both awe-inspiring and comforting, a beacon of divine wisdom. Vohumana guided Zoroaster through a series of 7 visions, each revealing profound truths about the nature of God, the cosmos, and the intricate balance of the universe, and the eternal battle between good and evil. These visions were not just abstract concepts, but vivid experiences that deeply moved Zoroaster. These visions shattered the foundations of Zoroaster's previous beliefs and ignited within him a fervent devotion to Ahura Mazda, the one true God. This newfound faith was not just a personal transformation, but a calling to change the world. Ahura Mazda, as revealed to Zoroaster, was not merely a god among many, but the supreme creator and sustainer of all that is good and righteous. He represented wisdom, truth, and the eternal order of the universe. This understanding of a singular, all-powerful deity was revolutionary, in stark contrast to the capricious nature often attributed to deities in polytheistic beliefs. Ahura Mazda embodied unwavering goodness, justice, and compassion. His nature was consistent and benevolent, offering a moral compass for humanity. Armed with this transformative revelation, Zoroaster felt a profound calling to share his newfound understanding with the world. He was driven by a sense of purpose and destiny. He embarked on a mission to spread Ahura Mazda's message of truth, urging people to abandon their worship of multiple gods and embrace the concept of one God. This was not just a theological shift, but a call to a higher ethical standard. His teachings marked a radical departure from the prevailing religious norms, sparking a spiritual revolution that would forever change the course of Persian history. This movement laid the foundation for a new era of spiritual and cultural development. Central to Zoroaster's teachings was the concept of dualism, a cosmic battle between good and evil, truth and falsehood, light and darkness. This eternal struggle, he believed, permeated every aspect of existence, influencing the choices humans made and shaping the destiny of the world. On one side of this cosmic battle stood Ahura Mazda, representing all that is good, righteous, and truthful. Opposing him was Angra Mainyu, the embodiment of evil, destruction, and deceit, often depicted as a monstrous serpent or dragon. Zoroaster taught that these two forces were locked in an epic struggle for supremacy, a battle that played out not only on a cosmic scale, but also within the hearts and minds of every individual. This dualistic view of the universe had profound implications for Zoroastrian ethics and morality. Zoroaster emphasized the importance of aligning oneself with Ahura Mazda by actively choosing good thoughts, good words, and good deeds. He believed that every act of goodness, no matter how small, contributed to the ultimate triumph of good over evil. Zoroaster's teachings gradually gained traction, spreading throughout ancient Persia. His message resonated with those seeking a more spiritual and ethical way of life. As more people embraced his ideas, Zoroastrianism evolved from a fledgling faith into a powerful religious force. By the 6th century BCE, Zoroastrianism had ascended to become the dominant religion of Persia. It flourished under the patronage of the powerful Achaemenid dynasty, who recognized its potential to unify their vast empire. The Achaemenid rulers, including Cyrus the Great and Darius I, embraced Zoroastrianism as the state religion, incorporating its principles into their laws and governance. Zoroastrianism thrived as the official religion of the Persian Empire for centuries. It played a pivotal role in shaping Persian culture, art, and society. Its influence extended beyond Persia's borders, leaving its mark on neighboring civilizations through trade, diplomacy, and cultural exchange. The religion's emphasis on justice, truth, and ethical conduct resonated with many, contributing to its widespread appeal. Fire holds a sacred place in Zoroastrianism, symbolizing the divine light of Ahura Mazda and representing purity, truth, and the victory of good over evil. Fire temples, known as Ajayaris, serve as the central places of worship for Zoroastrians. These temples house an eternal flame, a physical manifestation of Ahura Mazda's presence, constantly tended by priests known as mobeds. The eternal flame is not merely a symbolic representation, it is considered a living entity, a sacred presence worthy of the utmost respect and reverence. Zoroastrians believe that the fire possesses purifying qualities, capable of driving away evil and negativity. They approach the flame with offerings of sandalwood and frankincense, the fragrant smoke carrying their prayers and aspirations towards the heavens. Zoroastrian rituals often involve fire, symbolizing the triumph of light over darkness and the purification of the soul. Priests perform elaborate ceremonies, chanting ancient prayers in the Avestan language and tending to the sacred fire with meticulous care.